Hard first or easy first?
Hard first.
Hard first. Okay, let's do zipper first.
Hold on.
Zipper. You have two rectangles. Okay. You have a first notch. That's the length of your zipper, and you have two bottom with a double, right? My zipper is long. This you can only do this, I would say, for a plastic zipper. Metal is really hard, so I'm going to shorten it. So what you can do is take a hand needle that I have. It's gone. Shoot. Okay. I had a hand needle. Oh, there it is. I think don't you guys have a hand needle? We haven't done anything by hand, huh?
I have one at home.
I'm not sure. So this is your hand needle. To turn it, you have to have a knot on the bottom so it doesn't run through. So this is how I was taught. So I take my thumb and my second finger and I roll it. Take my middle finger from here and that gives me a knot. So that's how I do. My grandmother taught me that. So what I'm going to do, because see your zipper, because I need to shorten it, you have a zipper stop. And I need to have my zipper short because I couldn't find my 5-inch that I have, or I never asked for one.
Do we have a long one? Or
You guys have a short one. I just have.
So we don't need to do this.
You guys, you don't need to do it, but in case sometimes you don't have the right length of zipper, you can do this. So what I'm doing is putting a zipper stop on my zipper. So if not, if you don't put a zipper stop, if you cut this off, when you unzip, it just fly away. You can never put it back. That's why
So
I'm
after
doing
you
this
put
by
it, can
hand.
you cut it?
Yeah, after you tie up the bottom, then you can cut it. So I just do maybe like 5 times of this to tie the bottom. And this is how I lock. I twist, turn a couple of times. And that give me a knot. Or this is one way to do it. You can put needle this way. You swirl a couple of times on your needle. That's a knot. Yeah, this is just a different way of ending your knot. But this way, I have to do it this way. It's really quick. Give me a knot. Okay. So now once you tie the bottom, you can cut it, I would say about an inch and a quarter. And then you want,
not right after it.
Yeah, you cut it right after.
No, I mean like not right, like.
Yeah, you don't want to cut right up here. You always want to have extra band. One something. And I do a little triangle. It's like doing a pinking shear so it doesn't fade. All right. So I got the length that I want.
What does that look like?
Okay. Only if you don't have the right length of your zipper. This is the center zipper, a railroad. No, yeah, railroad. You have a quarter top stitch on both sides. This is one style. Next week I'll teach you the other side. Okay. So you unzip it this way. So on your skirt, you can choose that you're going to put a zipper on. You can choose this style or the one that I'm going to do next week. So first thing you want to do, have your two rectangles together. You're going to start the first part where your zipper, the length of your zipper, you're going to do basting stitch. And you don't want to start this with a back stitch. Basting stitch because we need to take them off, so you don't want to back stitch it.
Can we base it by hand?
So basting stitch, a lot of times you want to pull them out just to hold them together.
That's what I'm saying, though. Can we base it by hand?
You could. You can base by hand, but what's going to happen is from here you're going to do a regular stitch. So you can base this much by hand. You can finish it with a regular stitch. So we're going to sew this, the first part, basting stitch at number 5, 1/2 inch seam allowance with no back stitch. No. Oh, I know what I did. I changed my needle And then I forgot to rethread them.
Do you have to go through that little hole?
Yeah, it's if the tension is better if you do. It's better to have it. I really do not like this because
What is that little black thing?
this thing is to make sure that you guys don't soil your finger.
Thanks for that. Good advice.
That's the reason they have it in case, like, you know. Okay, there you go. Let's start again. 1/2 inch, no back stitch. And then until you hit the notch, and then you're gonna stop. You're gonna switch it back into number 3.
What was the first one?
Number 5.
Okay.
And then you're gonna back stitch that.
The first notch.
Yeah, from the first notch. And then finish it with back stitch too.
Do you finish it with 3?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Switch to 3.
So the first part, the length of the zipper, basting stitch. The bottom of that is a regular stitch. Okay.
Did you start that at the notch?
Yes, with your zipper notch.
Okay. Yes.
So now you're gonna have this seam open. You're gonna have this seam open. And then this is where your needle. I will, if you guys don't have needle, I have some you guys can share. I have a few of them. You guys can. Same thing, anytime you base on a hand needle, if you wanted to easy to pull it out, I do a single. You saw how earlier I have 2 threads together and I tie a knot. But if I want to do a single, I just have one shorter than the other one, then I tie a knot on the bottom. Single. Double is you tie a knot together. Single, you just tie on a single thread too. Because what I'm going to do next is I'm going to basting stitch my zipper down to this seams. So here's the supposedly zipper stop. That is going to go where that notch is. So you're going to line this, place this here, and you want to be right in the center. Your zipper center should be right in the center of the seam.
Wait, I'm sorry, where does the zipper stop line up to? The first notch?
For the first notch. The length zipper. This is the length of your zipper, and this is the zipper stop.
Okay.
That is going to line up to there. So you're going to place it right in the center.
We're gonna use a presser foot that for zippers, or we're just gonna.
Yeah, we're going to use use the little skinny foot.
Oh, okay.
So what I normally do, I flip the zipper out to make sure this middle is right in the center of the seam. So I put that there to make sure it's in the center. I might put a couple of pins to make sure they stay in place. And then I kind of flip it again to make sure. The sewing book have you guys do it kind of a little different. They want you to sew it this way up, but you can't tell until you base it right. I mean, I'm gonna have you guys sew it this way up, but instead of this way, because sometimes your zipper can move, it might not be in the center. So your next step is take your hand needle. You're gonna hand base the zipper. Then you don't have the pin get in your way. What I'm gonna do is your hand base can be about 3/4 of an inch apart or 1/2 inch, because you want to be able to easy to pull it out. So you can kind of 3/4. So what I did is go down and up.
It's about 5 stitches on each side.
Yeah, just feel, and then down.
How close to the edge are you going?
Huh?
How close to the edge are you going?
I just did it in the middle of the tape.
Okay.
And then one side. So we haven't done hand needle, so it's good. We know, little different ways of doing things. And a lot of time, basing stitch, because I know that I am gonna pull it out, I don't even knot my end. I just pull it out because I don't even need to knot them. Because I know I'm just gonna yank everything out. So I can take all this out now since my zipper is in place. So next step, I'm going. That make sense?
Yeah, and then we're gonna take it
so,
out of- yeah.
Yeah, and see the book, the sewing book is they're having you sewing it this way. So what if, when you can't see the other side, your line is not gonna be perfect straight. And I like to do it this way so I can see on the top. You know you want a quarter on each side. Okay. So next step is you're gonna switch your foot. So you probably want to pause the video. Let me go get the sewing foot. Yeah, a little skinny foot that you guys have.
If I use this foot, it's going to be switched to a bigger one.
They're a smaller one, right?
I swear. Okay, it's definitely jammed.
Jammed as fuck.